Hey guys, I'm Dave, and today I'm going to pull out the alternator in this 2008 Ford Escape. So the alternator is located in the back side of the engine between the firewall and the motor on the passenger side. You can kind of see it. It's underneath this cover right here. This cover is actually held on by two 15mm nuts. The cover's only main purpose here is really, I guess it's a heat shield, but it's plastic, right? So I don't know how much heat it'll do. Maybe a dust cover. But then you have these wires connected to it. One of them being a power wire to the alternator itself, 10mm screw underneath the red cap. The other wire is more of a harness. It's got 3 connectors for it. It does go down. Well, it's got one O2 sensor connector right here, right? It's got another connector that goes to the back of the alternator, and then it flows all the way down to the bottom of the motor and connects into the front, and I'll show you where that's at. All right, so we're looking at the front passenger side. I've got this vehicle on jack stands. I do have a jack also supporting just the back side. I don't want this thing to fall on me. So the first step that I think you need to do is you need to remove this splash shield. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10mm bolts, and then on the back side, on this side, it's going to be just a plastic clip. The next second step you would need to do is you would need to get down here to, let's see if I can zoom in. You need to get down here to this crank position sensor, and on the back side undo the clip to the wiring harness. Okay guys, so I couldn't take this off on camera, but there's the clip for the crank position sensor. It has a push clip that, you know, I needed the help of a screwdriver to help push it in and push it back. But just take it off and kind of move it out of the way. Okay guys, so what we're looking at here is on the underside of the motor. The crank position sensor wire that we just unplugged is here, right? The plastic cover I talked about up top is this right here. But this alternator, I want to get it in the light, also has a vent tube. This is the piece right here that I'm talking about. On this side, on either side of this this vent, there's going to be 2 push pins. It slides into this other bracket that's attached to the alternator. The tabs that I'm talking about are right there. It slides into the plastic piece. There's one on that side, and there's one on that side. You push both of these tabs in, and I pulled it out. All right, guys, here's the plastic cover with the wiring harnesses that cover the alternator. That's the crank position sensor that we talked about. There's the O2 sensor. And this is the connector that plugs into the alternator. It goes like right here. You're not gonna be able to see it, but there's a push clip right here. And on the O2 sensor, there's a little tab that you push down and push out. So push down and out this way, out it comes. These are the 3 connectors. This is the power that goes into the alternator, and this is not a 10mm, this is a 13mm. All right, so when we come back up top and we look down, now we can see the alternator. There's another 15mm nut here, and directly underneath this nut on the opposite side is a 15mm nut. And then on this side, just towards the back of it on the bottom, is a 13mm nut. You want to loosen these. You don't want to take them off. So loosen the top 15, loosen the bottom 15, loosen the bottom 13. You're going to need to take the stud out right up here on top. This is a external Torx E8 is the socket that you need. So loosen the 15, loosen the other 15, loosen the 13 on the bottom. Take out this stud. Okay guys, I pulled out the stud that was holding the top side. I did pull out the 13mm that was holding out the bottom side, and I pulled out the other 15mm on the bottom. So this alternator, I don't know if you can see that, it's ready to come out. Now I'm going to have my camera guy here hold this camera to show you how I get it out. This is the stud we pulled out. It's a E8 external Torx. Now, I'm in the South. It came off real easy, but that goes right there. 13mm on the backside bolt goes right there. The other 15, the stud's still on the block, but it sits right there. Guys, and here's so this is going to be on the passenger side. This is the vent tube with the two clips. Clips in like that. You push these in, pop it out, right? And this bracket harness sits on like so. Over the two studs. That's how it sits on the motor itself. So really simple. So guys, I hope that helps. By the way, the 15mm and the 35 and the 13mm bolts that mount the alternator to the block are torqued between 30 and 35 pounds. The 15 on top of the bracket is 15 pounds, and then just, you know, hand tighten the power cable to the alternator. Hope this helps. If you like, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.